Coming up on This Week in Torrance, looking for ways to give back to your community? Well, thanks to a city service campaign, we'll tell you how.
And a local brewery announces a new release of its highly anticipated beer.
Plus, if your teen is planning to learn how to drive soon, there is a free workshop coming up in Torrance in partnership with AAA you won't want to miss.
Then the Torrance Historical Society and Museum is hosting a tea party for lovers. These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chun.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are your top stories. City Council recognized a month-long service campaign in Torrance. For another year, the Torrance Serves campaign will get underway from January 20th through February 16th. It encourages the community to pledge service hours online that will be completed in 2020. The goal is to empower people and bring volunteers together for service projects that honor the spirit of giving, public service, and volunteerism. The goal this year is to reach 150,000 pledged community service hours. It's also an opportunity for the city to honor service leaders of the past and present. Torrance Serves aligns with Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service. People are also encouraged to perform random acts of kindness. During the proclamation, officials say the City of Torrance invites the community to participate in partner service events taking place during the span of the celebration.
These hours can be completed anytime during 2020. If you're a volunteer coach for an athletic team, participate in the PTA, or a member of a nonprofit group, all of these hours count as pledge hours.
Participants are also encouraged to post on social media using related hashtags and downloading the You Got Served postcard and making it their profile on Facebook. Some events coming up that you can participate in are the 2020 Homeless Count and Heal the Bay Nothing But Sand event. Last year, the community has surpassed its goal of 100,000 hours. To learn more, go to torranceca.gov/serves. You have until February 16th to pledge those hours.
Then at the recent City Planning Commission meeting, there were two formal hearings to bring new projects to the city. The commission approved a conditional use permit to allow the operation of a new full-service restaurant with on-sale general alcohol service. Torrance Wild Wings will be located on Hawthorne Boulevard in the North Point Center Plaza. The restaurant offers a fast, casual dining experience. Menu items include wings, burgers, specialty salads, sandwiches, wraps, and a large selection of specialty craft beers. During the hearing, a traffic study was provided, and it showed there would not be significant impacts. Then the commission approved a conditional use permit for the construction of 3 new industrial buildings located on more than 14 acres. Also demolition of a 148,000 square foot building. This is on the site of the former Costco location on Sky Park Drive. There are plans to bring warehouse type buildings to the site. Staff asked for parking to be available so other people can also use it.
The Torrance Police Department is seeking the public's help in finding 2 suspects involved in a recent violent robbery. The 2 suspects identified in the surveillance photo entered a 7-Eleven located on the corner of Sepulveda Boulevard near Western Avenue in Torrance on Saturday, January 11th at about 1:45 a.m. The suspects picked up beer and fled without paying. An employee working at the time pursued the suspects outside, where he was then severely beaten in the head and body, suffering a fractured skull. He is currently hospitalized in a coma. The suspects are believed to have been in a silver or gray 4-door vehicle that fled southbound on Western Avenue. The public is encouraged to report any information related to the crime scene. Call the Torrance Police Department at 310-328-3456.
The annual Greater Los Angeles Homeless Count is just days away, and volunteers are still needed. From 8 p.m. to midnight, you can volunteer your time to help combat homelessness in Torrance. The Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority conducts the homeless count every January. City officials say they are looking for as many volunteers to join their efforts. Once again, the City of Torrance is a deployment site offering training to participants. The count is one of the ways administrators quantify the homeless epidemic affecting every city in the Los Angeles region, which helps guide funding and resources. To register as a volunteer, head to theycountwillyou.org.
A program is looking to help businesses become more water efficient. Cash for Kitchens, a West Basin Municipal Water District program, is looking for restaurants and other food service facilities to participate. The survey provides information on current water usage, strategies on how to conserve water and free materials to assist management in training their employees to be more water conscious. Participating kitchens are also eligible for free pre-rinse spray valves and sink flow restrictors. After the initial visit and training, restaurant staff are provided with a post-visit water report detailing the water conservation goals and issues for each site. Staff are then urged to install water conservation devices, adopt water-saving practices, and provide feedback to the South Bay City's Council of Governments during a follow-up visit. Cash for Kitchens allows for facilities such as corporate kitchens, hotels, and schools with on-site water efficiency surveys to assist them in their efforts to save water. To learn more, go to conservation.westbasin.org.
A local organization is accepting donations for its program that puts food on the table for children in need in the community. The Volunteer Center South Bay Harbor Long Beach is collecting food donations for its Food for Kids program. Suggested items include non-perishable breakfast foods, fruit and meal components such as pasta, rice, ravioli, canned meats, and chili. While students in need are offered school-provided breakfast and lunch during the week, this program helps supplement their food source for the weekends. Having inadequate meals can cause students to have a drop in their school performance and self-esteem. The food donated will fill up the center's pantry, then volunteers assemble and deliver bags of food filled with items to make 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and 2 dinners to the schools on Fridays. The school administration identifies the families with the greatest need each week, and the students are able to take the bags home to share with their families over the weekend. Glass containers and bulk size items or expired food is not accepted. You can always schedule a drop-off, especially for larger donations. The Volunteer Center in Torrance is located on 1230 Cravens Avenue. Donations can be dropped off Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. To learn more about the program, go to volcenter.org/food-for-kids.
A free interactive workshop to prepare teens and families before they start driving is coming to Torrance. The American Automobile Association, or AAA, recently selected the YMCA in Torrance as one of their sites to host its Dare to Prepare workshop. It's for pre-permit teens and their families. The Auto Club offers this program to educate and help prevent teen driving deaths and injuries. The workshop provides resources and walks attendees through important driving topics such as what to look for at a driving school, how to pick a safe car, the parent's role in the learning process, the risk and responsibilities of driving, and the California graduated driver licensing components. Car crashes are the #1 cause of death each month among teens in the United States. Additionally, teen drivers have crash rates 3 times higher per mile driven than drivers age 20 and older. This event is free, but space is limited. Pre-registration is encouraged by January 20th. You can go to AAA.com/safety for teens.
If you are a small business owner, there is a program that could help you increase your revenue and growth. The Goldman Sachs Foundation is supporting a program that is free for qualified candidates. It is an intensive business growth education and mentorship for small businesses. It offers valuable skills, the opportunity to access financial capital, powerful networking opportunities, and much more over the course of 11 sessions. In order to apply, applicants must have a business that has been in operation for 2 years, meet a certain gross revenue, and have at least 4 full-time or part-time employees. Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses is a $500 million investment to help entrepreneurs. The program is supported by the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce. Now, to apply, head to 10ksbapply.com.
You can celebrate love by enjoying afternoon tea for 2 in downtown Torrance. You can make a reservation right now with the Torrance Historical Society and Museum for its Valentine's Tea with the Queen celebration taking place at Chado Tea Room on Sunday, February 9th from 2 to 4 p.m. Participants will be able to sample a variety of Chado's 10 freshly steeped loose-leaf teas, tea sandwiches, freshly baked scones with Chado's famous cream, and assorted desserts. There will be an opportunity to win gift baskets and even a photo opportunity with the royal family. Tickets are $35 per person. Make sure to dress up in appropriate tea attire if you plan to attend. All reservations need to be made with the Historical Society. You can call them at 310-328-5392.
It's as simple as a quick click of the mouse that allows anyone to become a registered organ donor, giving others potentially a second chance at life. One Legacy, the non-for-profit organ, eye, and tissue recovery agency, recently announced that 2019 marked the 5th consecutive year of record-breaking increases in life-saving donations. One Legacy coordinates transplants among hospitals across Southern California, helping families fulfill the wishes of dying patients. The agency was able to help transplant 1,619 organs from 557 donors, an increase of 8% from 2018. The organization works with 5 hospitals in Los Angeles County, including Providence, Little Company of Mary Medical Centers in Torrance and San Pedro, along with a handful of hospitals in Orange County and San Bernardino. Providence hospitals helped save 194 lives last year alone and improved the lives of hundreds more by helping to coordinate donations from patients who could not be saved. To learn more on how to become a registered organ donor, go to onelegacy.org.
Still ahead, you can get your hands on a plush Baby Yoda right here in Torrance. We'll tell you how.
Plus, we have safety tips and reminders for both pedestrians and drivers coming up.
You can't sit here.
Don't add her to the chain.
It was just a joke.
We're not friends.
Why are you talking to me?
You started it.
She's so gross.
Lame. Loser.
Weirdo.
I've said and done things before that I'm not proud of.
Just as I've been hurt by others.
The thing is, this is not who I am. And it's definitely not who I want to be.
I don't want to be cruel. I don't want to spread gossip.
I don't want to be a body shamer.
I don't want to exclude anyone.
I don't want to make anyone feel lonely.
Left out, hurt.
We have the power to be more.
We can create a kinder world.
It's not that hard.
We just need to stop.
Take a moment
and consider others
before we speak.
And before we act.
Be more.
Be more.
Be more.
A local brewery will be releasing one of its most anticipated beers of the year. The release of Infinite Wishes will be available at Smog City Brewing beginning Saturday, January 25th. They anticipate a quick sell-out, and it's limited to 3 per person per style. Along with Infinite Wishes, there will also be 4 unique and very limited variants of the beer available on draft and in bottles. The variants this year are Fireball, Double Bourbon, Licorice, and Coconut Vanilla. Infinite Wishes is a 13.9% bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout. The first release of this beer was in 2015, and over the years has become a favorite as hundreds line up to get the beer. If you are interested, there are 2 locations in Torrance where you can pick it up, including Smog City Brewing and Tap Room and Smog City West. Smog City Brewing was established in 2011.
The internet phenomenon Baby Yoda will soon be available as a toy, but there is a catch. You have to build your own. Build-A-Bear Workshop announced it will soon stock the adorable character at its stores. Build-A-Bear will be one of the first companies to provide Baby Yoda products. The Star Wars character has grown into a big boom across social media, with people sharing adorable memes. Experts say Baby Yoda has averaged more social interactions per story than the 2020 Democratic candidates. Baby Yoda had his debut in the Disney Plus series, The Mandalorian. Baby Yoda will be available at workshops in the next few months. There is a Build-A-Bear store at the Del Amo Fashion Center.
After recent pedestrian and car-related incidents in the city, there are a few safety tips to keep in mind to protect yourself. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says pedestrians should be predictable, follow the rules of the road, and obey signs and signals. Walk on sidewalks whenever they are available, stay alert, look for cars in all directions, and never assume a driver sees you. Make eye contact with drivers as they approach to make sure you are seen. If a sidewalk is not available, be sure to walk on the far side of the road facing traffic. Drivers should look out for pedestrians at all times. Slow down and be prepared to stop when turning or otherwise entering a crosswalk. Yield in pedestrians in crosswalks and give other cars an opportunity to see the crossing pedestrians so they can stop too. Drivers should always follow the speed limit and road laws. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's National Center for Statistics and Analysis, 32% of all pedestrian fatalities occur between 8 p.m. and midnight. The United States Congress designates January as Cervical Health Awareness Month. More than 13,000 women in the United States are diagnosed with invasive cervical cancer each year, but the disease is preventable with vaccinations and appropriate screenings. The month of January is designated to raise awareness about how women can protect themselves from the human papillomavirus and cervical cancer. Women are encouraged to get their annual wellness checkup and cervical cancer screening. Parents are also encouraged to talk to their teens about HPV, as well as their healthcare providers about the HPV vaccine. And before we go, here are some events you won't want to miss. The Better Angels OC South Bay Alliance is hosting an event featuring a documentary screening called Better Angels Reuniting America. This takes place on Saturday, January 25th from 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. The location details will be given to registrants. You can go to better-angels.org. The Torrance Antique Street Fair is taking place on January 26th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. in downtown Torrance. You can join the hunt for vintage treasures with more than 200 sellers to choose from. And let's check in with Leslie Robbins on what's new and exciting in local sports.
Hi, Leslie.
What's up, Jin and Ben? Coming up on the sports desk, the Lady Saxons basketball team is 12-0 overall, 2-0 in league. We join these rock stars. The North girls soccer team is fantastic too, but did the Tartars tarnish their crown in the Pioneer League opener? Plus, professional soccer player Ashley Nick joins me in studio. We chat all about starting a women's pro team here in LA. All of that plus so much more. Be sure to watch every day at 4 and 9:30. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks so much, Leslie, and that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Jin Chun.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.